Hi guys, this is the time lapse of the card selection. I'm a kinesiologist, so I muscle test the cards. It just helps me not feel rushed on camera. And I start with an essential oil to help with the emotional support throughout the reading, because sometimes the cards may seem a bit triggering. Um, but there is always a positive message that does come through. So take what resonates, and I trust that these messages will only be seen for those if it's for their highest good. Hi Leo, how are you? Thanks for watching. So I've spread the cards, and I'm going to start with the oil, bergamot. It's for illumination. So this oil instills a feeling of young at heart, optimistic and being carefree. And so it's saying that it wants to illuminate something for you, or to see a different perspective of your current situation. And so I just inhaled that for you, just to just an energetic installation. So you also got the deer energy, and so we're talking about what kind of is the stress or the focus at the moment, and then we're going to move into how we're going to sort of remedy that. But the deer obviously was picked, and when the deer energy is in balance, it's a very motherly, nurturing, beautiful energy, gentle, just so embracing. But because it's in the stress position, I feel it's here to ask you, or to remind you, that you are all of that. That those are qualities that you do have. Because I tell you where I think this reading is going. It's either going in two directions. You're an expectant mum, or there's a new birth on the way, or this is a new project. It could potentially be romantic, so please fit it to your own story. But there's a very clear message either way, so let's proceed. So it's trying to remind you that you have all those qualities already, but what's holding you up from that is this anxiety. That you've got the Nine of Swords there, and we all know what Nine of Sword energy feels like, right? It's all consuming. We lay awake fearful. We think the worst thoughts, the unimaginables. I mean, even just looking at the image of these cards, it's exactly the kind of crap that goes through our heads, right? When we're not, it's just the ugly side, and when we know it's not what we want, but yet, it's very hard to move out of this energy. So I feel like there is a fear of either a new mom, or the anxiety around how to take care of that situation, or if it is like a new business or something like that, or a new relationship, this energy is so vulnerable for you that you feel you either need to protect it, or you're worried that you're going to lose it. And so then we move into Kali, endings and beginnings. So what this card's kind of suggesting is that when you want new energy to come in, or you want to release old energy, that's what you actually have to do first. You have to make space for it. So if this is a new baby on the way, or a new project, how do you eliminate this anxiety? Because you don't really want to bring that in, right? That's not an energy that you want to receive, this new beginning, whatever it is for you. You don't want to welcome it into this energy. This is not instilling feelings of the heart and optimism and being carefree. That's the energy you want to bring, right? So what is it that you need to clear up? Because then a sabotage card came up, and it's about being bound. So this could be about your identity. Like, sometimes there's a misconception that, say for example, starting a new family, or is that it's going to be all butterflies and, you know, happy moments. But people are less inclined to admit the fear they have about the commitment and how it's going to change them, and maybe it's almost going to feel like restrictive. And these are all concepts you have before you actually get to this moment of arrival. Is, how is my life going to change? Am I happy or unhappy? Is this situation going to tie me down? Or is this project going to limit me in any way? Although there's a part of you that wants to be bound to it too, because it is a sabotage program. So you're kind of working against yourself at that moment, or you're just sort of sitting on the fence with it. So it's like, I want to be bound by the situation, I want to be having the pregnancy, I want to be having the new project, I want to be following my dreams. And then equally opposite, I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to be bound to my project, I don't want to be, you know. So there is a sabotage program, and you're worried that it's going to affect your happiness. So that was the emotion that showed up. So that's kind of where you're at right now, and it's kind of all your fears and anxieties around this new beginning. But equally so, they're also reminding you of where you don't want to be at. So even in the negative sense, or the reverse position, they always come with a great message as well. But we are going to move into the cards about what's coming around the corner, or how you can kind of tackle this energy. So the card came up with Ace of Pentacles, which is all about new beginnings, right? So new venture, new relationship, new pregnancy, new whatever. You're birthing something. And just by the image of the cards, it has shown you how delicate that can be. And so, but it has got, the energy knows how to adopt itself. Roots know how to grow into the earth. All it needs is you to be reminded of this energy that you already have. So for in the example of a new mom, you are this energy. You will know how to nurture this. This is instinctive. This is you won't even be able to not do that. It will almost be impossible to not be able to adopt these nurturing qualities when you're holding fragile life in your hands, or if it's a project. Like, you know, it's your dream, and you have to nurture it. You can't be fearful of it, and you can't be hostage to it. So it's really positive card. Like, this is a great new beginning. And then the archetype came up of the kiss. Now when you think about the kiss, that's such a powerful energy. About the kiss, that's such a powerful energy, or symbolic way of looking at something. So if you remember what it's like to first kiss someone, that palpable energy, and it's because it sort of sits in the precipice of before and after that kiss. So all the moments leading up to that moment, and then it changes forever after that kiss. The power of a gentle kiss is incredible. Incredible, the momentum that's around that. And it's synergy we can't explain. And so it's almost like that's what's going to activate this new beginning. It's a tiny shift in energy that you will instinctively do, and it's going to change everything. It's actually going to disarm the whole situation. So you take it in the example of a new mom. Once that baby arrives and you're holding that baby in your arms, with that kiss, it's just going to forget all of this anxiety. It's going to forget all of these freedoms you feel you may be losing, or the commitment that it's going to take to have it. It's completely going to disarm the situation. With that one kiss, everything will change. It will completely change your whole perspective. And it's like you won't even be able to remember a previous version of yourself. Complete illumination is going to happen. because there's a massive triumphant breakthrough. Triumphant, I can't even say that word. There's a triumph heading your way. You're charging towards it. And so even if you think you don't have the skills, or you're not sure of your qualities that you can bring to the story, there's an instinct here that is totally within, but mostly without your control. So instinct's going to kick in here, even if it's a new project. Once you nurture something and you kiss it into reality, it starts to have its life of its own. It starts to breathe its own energy, and it's for you to nurture that energy and guide it. If it's a project or a baby, you're there to shape it. So just know that you are guided to do that. And so the lessons are very simple. If you give the situation enough space to breathe, it's going to be a very it's a word I'm looking for, symbiotic experience, because it will be an equal exchange. So it won't be all of your burden to carry to be able to nurture or create or build this scenario. It's going to have a life of its own as well. And excuse me. And so it's about listening to that. And we have this card here. I wasn't actually sure how that was going to come up, but again, kindness is a language that the deaf can hear and the blind can see. So yeah, it's a two-way message. It's that treat your situation with kindness, because it is going to be a reciprocal exchange. But also with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Know that you have all of these nurturing qualities. That you know that you have the anxiety, but the anxiety is only there to show you how much you care. It's there to highlight that you are invested, that you're on the front line with it. Like you wouldn't get to this level of anxiety if you didn't care. So that's the positive message in the Nine of Swords energy. But you're almost at completion, because Ten of Swords is, it's been a journey, but you're going to be free from it. It is the beginning of the end of the story. So you can use this energy to cut through this this bounded up energy that you have, because you have decided to create a new life or a new business or a new insert adjective here. But you've created it, you've desired it, you've called it in. And for this new beginning to go in the way that you want it to go, just need to release some of this energy, disarm it, disarm this energy. Thank it for being there. Thank you for the lessons. But it's time to cut yourself some slack, show yourself some kindness. And new babies will feel this energy as well, just kindness. That's all you have to be. Just nurture, small steps. Same with the business. Treat your business like it is a baby. And watch the journey grow. Allow it to illuminate your life. It's going to be a massive change, guys. So I think it's going to be amazing. So yeah, let me know if this resonates. Thank you.